Hello, Girl Scout friends. I really miss seeing you, and one of the things I was going to do at our first meeting that we missed was read this book called Here Come the Girl Scouts. I checked it out from the library, and I still haven't been able to return it, even though it's been 2.5 months, because the library's closed. So I thought I should just record it for you so you can listen to it whenever you want. Here Come the Girl Scouts by Shauna Corey and illustrated by Hadley Hooper. This is the amazing, all-true story of Juliette Gordon Low and her great adventure. Daisy was a girl with gumption. Up here it says, to make yourself healthy and strong, it is necessary to begin with your inside. And over on the tree it says gumption, courage, spunk, initiative, wit. And I notice she is holding a fishing rod. Daisy grew up in Savannah, Georgia, at a time when proper young ladies were supposed to be dainty and delicate. If you notice, these girls over here are all sitting down properly, having a nice picnic lunch. And Daisy is over here hanging from the tree, having fun. But Daisy came from a family of pathfinders and pioneers. She wanted adventure and excitement. Delicate, thought Daisy. Bosh, how boring. When Daisy grew up, she went traveling, ready for adventure. But on a visit home, she got an ear infection and lost almost all of her hearing. Daisy didn't let an obstacle stop her from seeing the world, though. Her mother worried, so Daisy wrote and reassured her. Here's her postcard. Progress, Daisy's hearing. February 1st, heard a foghorn. March 1st, hearing improved, heard a camel when it rose. April 1st, hearing decidedly improved, heard grass growing. I think she might have been kidding. Daisy had adventure after adventure. When she wanted a new gate for her house, she took lessons from a blacksmith and forged it herself. Every time you show your courage, it grows. She rode elephants in India, visited the great pyramids in Egypt, went fishing during fancy dinner parties, and even flew in a monoplane. A delicious experience, she said. After many years, though, Daisy grew restless. Her family had settled towns and served in wars, written books and built railroads. Daisy wanted more than adventure. She wanted to be useful, to make a difference in the world. But what could she do? Then one day, Daisy discovered a group in England called the Boy Scouts. It had begun as a way for boys to help serve their country. And the Boy Scouts spent lots of time outdoors, running and camping and swimming and fishing. There was even a sister group called the Girl Guides. The more Daisy learned, the more excited she grew. Why, the Girl Scouts in America should have something like this. Did I say Girl Scouts? I meant just girls. Why, the girls in America should have something like this, Daisy thought. Daisy couldn't wait to get started. She picked up a Girl Guide handbook and took a steamer back home. That's a ship. When she arrived, she telephoned her cousin Nina. Come right over, she said. I've got something for the girls of Savannah and all America and all the world, and we're going to start it tonight. On March 12th, 1912, Daisy began her biggest adventure yet. She invited 18 girls to the first Girl Scout meeting. She told them about all the adventures they would have. They would hike and camp and swim. They'd do good deeds. They would learn to tie knots and survive in the wilderness and even save lives. The girls thought Daisy's idea was brilliant. Daisy divided them into 2 troops. Then she taught them the 10 Girl Scout laws. This is what they were back then. A Girl Scout is honorable, loyal, useful, a friend to all, courteous, pure, kind to animals, obedient, cheerful, and thrifty. From then on, Daisy devoted all of her energy to the Girl Scouts. She designed uniforms for them to wear. She gave them her carriage house to meet in. She turned the vacant lot next to the street from her house into a basketball court. She even gave the Girl Scouts a boat so they could take trips up and down the river. Daisy wanted the Girl Scouts to be open to lots of different girls, so she organized troops in private schools and in orphanages, in churches and in synagogues, in factories and in shops. Of course, some people didn't approve of Daisy's new adventure. "Here come the Girl Scouts," they grumbled. Unthinkable, this woman's thinking. Preposterous. But nothing would stop Daisy. Up here it says, "A Girl Scout is a friend to all and is a sister to every other Girl Scout, no matter to what social class she may belong." Daisy and her friend, Professor Walter Hoxie, worked together to write a handbook for the Girl Scouts. The girls read the book and learned all sorts of interesting things, such as how to find the time by the stars or the sun, how to cure hams, how to secure a burglar with 8 inches of cord, how to stop a runaway horse, how to brush your teeth if a crocodile takes your toothbrush, and how to get the skin off of a sardine. The Girl Scouts worked on earning badges: dairy maid, naturalist, pioneer, horsemanship, swimmer, interpreter, cyclist, flyer. To get the full benefit of actual contact with nature, it is absolutely necessary to camp out, where every breath of heaven can reach you and all wild things are within easy reach. The Girl Scouts went camping. They took an oyster boat to an island near Savannah. They sang songs around the campfire. They feasted on fish and cornbread and turtle eggs. At night, they tiptoed out of their tents and slept under the stars. Most of all, the Girl Scouts went on walks. They savored the green. They soaked up the sunshine. They breathed the good, fresh air. All over Savannah, people saw the Girl Scouts swimming and singing, hiking and camping and playing basketball. Some of them just sniffed and shook their heads. "Nature, fresh air, blah," said one dainty damsel. "In my day, young ladies knew their place," grouched a grandmamma. "All that exercise can't be good for them," worried the neighbors. Other people saw them and cheered. "Here come the Girl Scouts." They hugged their daughters and smiled and said, "It's about time." Daisy traveled all over giving speeches and raising money for the Girl Scouts. Many people who heard her started their own troops. Soon there were Girl Scouts across the country. But Daisy never forgot the Girl Scouts of Savannah. Whenever she wasn't traveling, she visited them and told them about her adventures. She shared stories of female doctors and scientists, architects and airplane pilots, and she read to them from the Girl Scout handbook. One of you someday will alter the lives of hundreds of thousands of people. Daisy believed that girls could do anything. And she was right. Girl Scouts have been making a difference ever since, just like Daisy. And they gave some examples of some famous women who have been Girl Scouts. We have Rebecca Lobo, who's an athlete, Natalie Merchant, who's a musician, Lisa Ling, she's a journalist, Lucille Ball is an actor, Gloria Steinem is an activist, Hillary Clinton is a politician, and she was a president's first lady, his wife. Rita Dove is a poet, and here could be all the other girls and women who have been in Girl Scouts. Me and you. Many astronauts have been Girl Scouts. So many things you can do. And that is the end. And in